to feed her mentally disabled mother. The little girl filled her belly every day by picking up the leftover watermelon that customers had thrown away. A nearby street vendor kindly gave her a beef patty, but she turned and handed the beef patty to her mother. She then turned back to continue eating the dirty watermelon on the ground. This scene happened to be seen by a passing CEO. Seeing how sensible the little girl was, the CEO got out of his car intending to help them. The mentally disabled woman saw the CEO. A strange sense of familiarity made her head hurt even more. She rushed at the CEO wildly as if she had gone mad. The driver, seeing this, hurriedly pushed the woman to the ground. The girl accused the driver of injuring her mother, but the driver said the woman had come over to feign injury as part of a scam. He concluded that the mother and daughter were fraudsters. The CEO looked on indifferently as the driver bullied the girl. Little did he know that the crazed woman on the ground was his wife, whom he had loved for many years. The little girl was actually their biological daughter. It turned out that 7 years earlier, the pregnant woman, in order to save her seriously ill husband, the CEO, had risked surgery to transplant her bone marrow to him. When the CEO woke, he learned that his wife had died on the operating table. Over the years he had been living with guilt, so he repeatedly refused the marriage proposals his father arranged for him. But he never dreamed that his wife was not only still alive, she had also given birth to a sensible daughter for him. The surgery had damaged the woman's brain and left her unable to care for herself. Over the years they had survived only on the kindness of others and the daughter's bottle collecting. Perhaps it was fate between blood ties that brought the three of them together in this way, yet the CEO treated the woman and her daughter as scammers. In anger he took out cash and threw the bills on the ground to them. The woman instinctively grabbed the money from the ground. This greedy act convinced the CEO that they were con artists trying to take his money. Then he turned and walked away without looking back. He did not notice the woman suddenly slipping into unconsciousness and collapsing. Nearby vendors promptly took her to the hospital. Doctors found that her extreme emotional agitation had put pressure on her cranial nerves. If she did not undergo open brain surgery, her life would be at risk. When the girl heard that the surgery would cost $500,000, she immediately took out all her savings. But the money was still far from enough. The doctor told her to raise the surgery fee within 3 days. The girl tried every way she could to make money. She did any work that could earn money, polishing shoes, handing out flyers, collecting bottles. Meanwhile, as soon as the CEO returned home, his father pressured him to get married. The CEO could not forget his deceased wife. He refused as usual. To sever his attachment to the woman, his father ordered the butler to throw away his wedding ring. The butler had just stepped out when he saw the little girl standing in the rain. Being kind-hearted, he brought the little girl inside to dry her off. When the chairman saw her, he felt an inexplicable sense of familiarity. But she only wanted to see the CEO, because the CEO was the only rich person she knew so far. So she came to ask the CEO to lend money to treat her mother. When she learned the CEO was not home, the little girl thanked the chairman and hurriedly left. The chairman suddenly realized that she looked a lot like the CEO when he was a child. The butler suggested using the little girl's hair for a paternity test. Meanwhile, the CEO discovered his wedding ring was missing. He instructed his assistant to offer a high reward citywide for its return. Whoever found the ring would receive a hefty reward.